1580 KGAL.
The following sports broadcast is an exclusive presentation of News Talk 1580 KGAL. Lebanon Warriors basketball is on the air. Today's game is brought to you by Economy Supply Building Center, Mama's Fine Italian, City and Suburban Electric, Lassen RV, Doug Phillips of Edward Jones, Power Honda, Ixtapa Mexican Restaurant, Linco Federal Credit Union, Burgerville, Crabtree Automotive, Walmart, Lynn Lanes, Willamette Community Bank, Les Schwab Tires of Lebanon, Beans Kitchen, Like New Appliance, Lynn Benton Tractor, and by Wilson Motors. Now get ready for Warriors basketball with all the action. Here are Radio Ray and Scott Landgren live on 1580 KGAL.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to basketball tonight from Corvallis High School. It's the first of two meetings between the Warriors and the Spartans this year. I'm Radio Ray. Scott Landgren actually taking the night off. He's in Los Angeles with his family. I've said this before about Scott. He is an incredible Oregon State fan, the whole family. They should receive free season tickets from the Beavers for the support they give to almost every sport at the school. But he and his family have gone down to Los Angeles this weekend to see the Beavers take on, the UCLA first tomorrow night at USC with their new coach having fired Kevin O'Neill midweek. They're going to both games this weekend. They have family down in Los Angeles, so they say at the relative's house. And apparently it's not too difficult to get the tickets for the Beavers and UCLA. Not a big draw down at Corvallis Pavilion. And I guess it's a Staples Center where USC plays. Very easy to get tickets there as well. So Scott and his family are down there this weekend. But I am Radio Ray, and I'm here tonight at Corvallis High School. It's always nice to come back here. I worked for 13 years in Corvallis at Flu Radio, and for a number of years, after my first couple of years of working there, I did the Corvallis High School basketball and football. And the football used to be from the Parker Dome for a time, until both the Beavers and the Ducks began their push to football glory, and no longer high school games were played either at the Parker Dome or Austin Stadium, but also covered Corvallis basketball for a number of years. So it's always nice to come back here. And an old friend from the radio days, Bob Holt, is now the athletic director here at Corvallis. He was the general manager of K-Fly Radio, one of the competitors of Flu in the years that I worked over here in Albany. You could not meet a nicer person, and a terrific athletic director here at the Corvallis High School. In fact, he and I talked for about 10 minutes before the game, and then I realized that the JV game was running down. I better get on the phone and make connections with KGAL tonight. Corvallis is not the team that we've seen the last few years. They have had their glory years the last two seasons. They not only won the Mid-Willamette Conference, they also won the state championship. They were led by a terrifically talented player. His name was Jake Ehlers. But it was not only Jake, it was just an excellent group of young men who really gelled. And I think it was during a recent game that I said to Scott as we were talking basketball on the air, I said Corvallis was a perfect model of disciplined basketball. Jake Ehlers was a star, to be sure, but it was an extremely disciplined team. Everybody did their part so well. They did a great job of picking each other up on defense when they needed to, on offense, moving well without the ball, distributing the ball. So although they had a superstar, and not only the conference player of the year, but the state 5A player of the year in Jake Ehlers, and certainly that's a big plus, everybody else really, they did their part. And it wasn't that Jake dominated a lot of games. When he had to score, he did, but everybody contributed. It's the kind of team that Craig Garrison is well noted for putting together. Now, Corvallis lost a lot of the seniors from that team, lost a great deal of talent, and they are certainly not the same team this year. They are 7-4 on the season, but 3 of those losses were very, very close. They lost by 2 points to North Salem. They lost by 2 points to West Salem. And they lost by 2 points to Canby. except for 3 games, totaling a 6-point margin, 2-point loss in each of those games. They are 7-4. They could easily be 10-1 on the season. That one loss that they would not get back is Churchill. Churchill is one of the top-ranked teams, if not, I believe, the top-ranked team in the state right now in 5A. They beat Corvallis 81-50. So they are no longer a threat to be a championship team, but they're still an unknown commodity, but it seems that they certainly have the talent. And I would think coaching capability of Greg Garrison to put together a team that's good enough to play in the playoffs this year, possibly not too far into those playoffs. But as I say, they could easily be 10-1 at this point. They are 7-4, and they're 2-0 in the league, but they have not really been tested in the league. Their 2 wins are over teams that truly figured to be in the second division of the league this year. That would be Woodburn a week ago and Dallas most recently. The game with Dallas is interesting because Corvallis won it at Dallas High School, 46-27. They beat Dallas by 19 points. They had an easy time in that game. They dominated the game, I understand. If you are a Warrior fan, you know that a week ago the Warriors lost to Dallas 73-56. They lost by 17 points. And beyond the first quarter where they trailed by 2, it was 15 at the end of 2 and 20 at the end of 3 quarters. So they were not in the game with Dallas, a team that Corvallis dominated. Now, once again, that's comparative scores. Comparative scores lie. You never know. But Corvallis, certainly, it'll be interesting tonight to see whether can the Warriors pick up a win against a team that is depleted from their talent of a year ago. Can they hang in against them? Or is Corvallis good enough to put up a lot of points in the one-sided victories that we've seen in the last couple of years when we've been here? Both teams are warming up tonight, so is the band. And the band, I'm right next to the band again. I know it's tough on you. I'll tell you, it's tough on me. Hey, come to an end. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Peace. There will be peace in the valley and at Corvallis High School. Both teams are here warming up on the floor. The Warriors just below me. I'm almost to the midcourt, which is one of the nice things about Corvallis, although I'm high up at the top of the bleachers. Just beyond, there's a walkway that separates the top of the area in this gym, and then behind me is the second gym. It's not on the same elevation. It's up higher than the gym which I am seated here. And that was the site of the JV game, or the freshman game. The freshmen, I understand, lost by a one-sided margin. The gentleman said he wasn't sure his final score was something like 61-24, but the junior varsity team, after being down by 16, I think it was 16 points in the fourth quarter, they got within 3 at the end, and they fall by 2 as they hit a three-pointer at the buzzer. They hit a free throw, potentially missing a free throw, so that they had a chance for a rebound down by 3. But Corvallis got the rebound. There was a battle for the rebound, and it was a possession arrow that unfortunately belonged to Corvallis. So they had the ball. They were fouled. They got 2 points to take a 57-52 lead at the buzzer. Lebanon hit a three-pointer. Final margin was just 2, 57-55. But the JV wound up playing very well against the JV team from Corvallis. We hope to see the same thing for the varsity tonight. We'll take our first time out. We'll come back here to Corvallis High School. The Spartans, the host team, is tonight for the Warriors.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
Lynn Benton Tractor, we're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E Tangent.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank, service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
1580 KGAL.
Back at Corvallis High School, as I say, it's truly back at Corvallis High School for me, having broadcast their games for a number of years when I worked in Corvallis. In fact, I still have the sweatshirt that was presented to me by the man who's still their athletic director now, Bob Holt, in the last game that I broadcast from Corvallis High. There's always a nostalgic feeling in being here at this gym. Corvallis is 7-4 in the season. They are 2-0 in the league. Two teams have beat Dallas and Woodburn. The two teams are going in opposite directions. Corvallis has won 4 straight. And as I say, in the 3 of the 4 losses, each of those 3 games by only 2 points each time. The Warriors, meanwhile, were enjoying some success early on. They built a winning record at 3-2 to start the season, and then dropped 3 games in a tournament over the holidays. Lost their last game before the holidays to Willamette. Dropped 3 games in the tournament. They stood at 2-6. They're 3-6, and they have now dropped their first 2 games in the league, losing to Dallas 73-56 and 95-44 to a very good West Albany team last Friday night. So the Warriors have dropped 6 in a row. Corvallis has won 4 in a row, and the Warriors are hoping to break that streak if they can tonight against the Spartans. That 95-44 loss last Friday against West Albany was tough. We've seen that happen before against West. West lost to Silverton on last Tuesday at home. They lost by, I think, 7 or 8 points when that game was done. If Silverton is better than West, I hate to go to those games. I hate to drive all the way to Silverton for a game this year. Silverton, it's hard to believe that anyone was better than West, what we saw last Friday. The Sherwood brothers, who are the sons of a former Oregon State player, Bill Sherwood, called them Sherwood the Elder and Sherwood the Younger. Sherwood the Elder, Chad, scored 25 points. Nate Sherwood the Younger scored 26. Great talent, and there's considerable talent beyond them. Jalen Schlegel, who hit a dunk shot, went high above the basket and dunked, much to the delight of the West Albany team, which was in one of the, they knew they were in a game and they hadn't won early, and they were so relaxed that everybody just started hitting. It's one of those nights where it's contagious. You know you're going to win. People come off the bench that hardly get ever a chance to play. They catch fire, and did they ever, winning by 51. So the Warriors dropping 6 in a row, it is a disappointment. Not so much that they are still losing, but what you're looking for from them each game now is improvement. We saw it last year. We saw it early in the season. There have been a few games recently where they have just not been able to get the ball in a good shooting position. They have looked a little weak on defense. They've given up easy shots, open shots. It's something that they need to remedy, and perhaps they can tonight against Corvallis. A couple of minutes away from game time tonight, at least the opening announcement of the rosters. We'll take this time out. You know, it is so difficult to think when the band in my headphones is louder than my own voice. But we will take a time out, and when we come back, the band will stop playing. The players will start playing, and things should be fine tonight on KGAL.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch and dinner, takeout, and catering too. Here's Bob.
Come down and visit us and try some of our hand-tossed pizzas, my friends. That's right, hand-tossed.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, in the heart of Lebanon on Oak, between Main and 2nd.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV in Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
KGAL.
Back here at Corvallis, just about to get the announcement of players tonight. I think the national anthem, as everybody stands, just about ready, close to game time. I mentioned that shellacking last Friday night by West Albany, 95-44. It's interesting, the final margin, 51 points. That was the total between the Sherwood brothers, with 25 from Chad and 26 from Nate. They scored 51 points between the two of them. Corvallis has lost a tremendous talent this year in Jake Ehlers, who was the leader of their two state championship teams the past 2 years. But they got a very good talent out of Southern California. His name is Marion Clark. He has brothers up here in the Corvallis area. It's one who works at the farm home, one who works at the Boys and Girls Club. It was a tough area of Southern California in which Marion Clark lived, and the brothers wanted to get him out of that area, and they brought him up here to Corvallis. He was able to get a special pass from the OSAA. We better stop there. I see they are about ready to begin the national anthem. If we need a timeout, we'll take one, but I think we can stay here and pick up the national anthem without any trouble.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Good, tasty food. That's why Bing's Kitchen has been a lunch and dinner favorite for over 40 years. Choose Chinese or American meals that can satisfy the entire family or a gathering of up to 40 people on the South Santiam Highway in Lebanon. Choose Bing's Kitchen, where the food simply tastes best.
Edward Jones specializes in helping individual investors achieve their personal investment goals. Hello, this is Doug Phillips, your Lebanon Edward Jones financial advisor. Please call me to set up an appointment so I can assist you in selecting investments and services that help meet your goals. Call me at 541-451-4000. Member SIPC.
Need tires? Hi, this is Don from Conegat Tire Factory. From lawnmowers to tractors, cars, and trucks, we have what you need. And Conegat Tire's ASE certified mechanics can help you with your brakes, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and stuff you won't believe. Even propane for your barbecue and RV. Conegat Tire Factory, still at the Y in Lebanon.
1580 KGAL.
Well, I'm surprised that we couldn't pick up the national anthem. Maybe things do not sound as loud to you on your end. But I'm pleased when the band just stops playing, which they did. And we'll get the introduction to players. For the Warriors tonight, starting the lineup will include Jake McConnell. Jake, 5'9" senior. Also Isaac Johnson, a freshman with a tremendous future, 6'3" freshman. Tim Maddox, 6'3" senior. Also in the starting lineup tonight, their point guard, ball handler, T.J. Hargis, 6'1" senior. And Kendall Lepper, a 6'2" senior, started 5 tonight for the Warriors. On the side of the floor here, just above the area where the students stand and also the band, but just to my right. But it seems like a pretty good turnout. It's very sparse this evening. And here comes the Corvallis Park. Travis Langley, a 5'10" senior. Travis Callahan, a 6'2" senior. Henry Rondeau figures to be one of their leading scorers. Always has the possibility of being the leading scorer. 5'11" senior, part of their championship team the last year. There's Marion Clark, who has been their high scorer in almost every game. A 6'2" senior, as I said, he is the grandmother of Southern California. And also on their starting 5 tonight, Dylan Duvall, a 6'4" senior. So they are still very heavily laced in seniors. But particularly with the exception of Mather and Langley, the 5'10" this senior. And also, let's see, who else last year? Well, Mather and Langley, and Henry Rondeau. Langley and Rondeau were two players off the bench last year and the year prior for the championship team. But now as seniors, they are starting. Just below me in the center circle, it'll be Marion Clark. Marion Clark is 6'3". Jim Maddox listed at 6'3", and they look about equal. They stand in the center circle, the middle of the floor here at Corvallis High School. Beautiful new high school, just opened a couple of years ago. Very handsome-looking and large gymnasium. Corvallis wins the tap tonight, and the ball goes to Mather and Langley, who brings it up in the front court. Goes to the right side. Here's Marion Clark with the ball for the first time tonight. He scored 31 points in their first game this year. He's been averaging about 16, 17, 18 points a game. We'll see how he does tonight. First whistle of the night. It's going to be a turnover by Corvallis. And a push away from the ball. We'll get our first foul tonight. And that foul will be on Travis Callahan. And the Warriors will get the inbound here and a chance to take a very early lead in this ballgame. In backcourt, Jake McConnell putting the ball up, down to Hargis in front court. DJ looks for a little bit of a screen, does not get it. Here's Jake McConnell in the right wing. Guarded closely by Mather and Langley. An interesting battle tonight. Close to the floor, almost lost the handle. Gets the piece of the Johnson. Johnson attacks the basket, puts it up so good. And they will call a charge on Isaac Johnson. Isaac got to the basket, did a nice job of driving, but one of the defenders from Corvallis got in front of him. Pick up the charge, and that is the first foul. Corvallis, of course, the first on Isaac Johnson. Almost a minute gone, no score yet. Corvallis, the second possession tonight. Mather and Langley again brings the ball up. We haven't seen much backcourt pressure again through any game this year, and that's the case tonight. Each team allowing the others just to come in the front court. Shot for three, no good. By Travis Callahan. Rebound goes to Kendall Leppard. Leppard front court to Isaac Johnson. Johnson guarded by Travis Callahan. Gets a little bit of a screen. Now feeds it down low to Tim Maddox. Maddox puts a shot up no good. Partially blocked. Shift a couple of times. Johnson gets the rebound. Feeds it beautifully to Leppard, who puts it up and in. That was a great pass over a couple of smaller defenders underneath to Kendall Leppard, who did a nice job of being aware that the pass was coming his way and hit the shot. Lebanon with the first score of the night. 2-0. Marion Clark jumper, no good. Off the iron. C.J. Hargis. Rebound. Quick outlet to Johnson all the way to the other end. Puts a shot up and in. Great pass by C.J. Hargis. And Johnson, a good job of finishing. 4-0 Warriors. Gathered in Langley again without any pressure, brings it in the front court. Finds Henry Mondell on the far side. Clark from the basket, puts it up. Side of the rim, almost goes out of bounds, and Maddox for the defense. Maddox, great shot to get to C.J. Hargis. Hargis to Leppard, by Marion Clark. He gets outside to Hargis. Pulling up the court. C.J. Hargis back to the left. Shot at Logan won't go, gets his own rebound, but it's a foul underneath. Look from here like they did get a hand on CJ to the officials, and that's the case. Instead, it's off his hand outbound. Corvallis ball. Warriors. And brings the ball up to Callahan. Forces the ball to the area. And the ball. Corvallis for the first pass of the night. Callahan tries to drive to the basket. Plus, it's a putback, and Lebanon will call timeout at the 4 quick points for Corvallis. I didn't say that. Callahan is in the bag. Away from the sport will take a timeout.
You'll always get your money's worth where the food is fresh and original at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Roberto and his staff will provide a fun and affordable dining experience. So visit Ixtapa on the corner of Highway 20 and Wheeler Street, where parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet.
Walmart is your local discount savings store. If you shop regularly at Walmart, you'll save hundreds, even thousands of dollars annually, because Walmart takes pride in being your local discount savings store. In addition, Walmart takes pride in being a part of the Lebanon community.
1580 KGAL.
Back at Corvallis High, the Warriors got the first 4 points of the game. Corvallis is answered with 4. That's where we stand. 5 minutes to go. Warriors with the ball. They feed down low to Johnson. He traveled, no fall. He missed the layup again. Second one on his way to the basket. Second time he's missed an easy look at the basket. Corvallis at the other end. They will be at the left end as I look at it as they go to the left side of the court. Their offensive basket is shot for 2 by Dylan Duvall is no good, and a foul is called underneath. That foul is going to go against the Warriors. Will be their second of the game. Let's see who picked up foul. Isaac Johnson did, and that's his second. Only 2 fouls for the Warriors, both of them on Isaac. Still 4-4, almost to the midway point of the first quarter. Corvallis will inbound. Mather and Lang looks for somebody. Throws it out long. Travis Callahan, guarded by Maddox. Go to Duvall. Duvall tried to find someone underneath. Good job by the Warriors to cut off the pass. Gathering Langley to Clark. Clark inside the circle. Guarded by Tyler Romeo in the game for the Warriors after that timeout. Rondo pulls up for two. No good. Rebound. Kendall Leopard to the Warriors. Warriors a chance to get the lead back. Kendall leads it down low to McConnell. McConnell tries a little head fake. Drives the basket. Kicks it back outside for Leopard for three. Off the front iron. No good. The rebound will go out of bounds, and that will be Corvallis ball. Kendall had a good look for three. Just off the front iron. A little bit short. Gathering Langley very slowly. I mean, he is just taking his time. There's no pressure in the backcourt. He just walks the ball every time in the front court, with the exception of one break, fast break that they had. Here's Langley outside. Langley. Callahan in the corner. For Duvall underneath the Clark, and Clark puts up the shot. And let's see if they call the foul on Marion. Yeah, I think he called for a charge. He did. Not much. It's not that he was dribbling the ball, but when he turned, he bumped into one of the defenders as he went to put up the shot and was called for the charge. His first and the second foul for Corvallis. 3:48. Still 4-4. Warriors' first 4 points of the game. Corvallis the next 4, and neither team playing particularly well. Ball almost lost by Corvallis. Jim Maddox fighting for the ball. Well, after that, the Warriors threw it away. Maddox trying to save it. And Corvallis will get the possession. A bad pass intended for Maddox. It's going the other way from the pass. And off his hands out of bounds. Still 4-4. Corvallis gets the ball. Travis Callahan with the drive, and Kendall Leopard will be called for a reach, and that would be the third Warrior foul. And the first on Kendall. 3:28 remaining, and still 4-4. They inbound the ball to Travis Callahan. Henry Rondo. Far side for Callahan. Callahan starts to drive for the basket. Loses control. This is right on the hand of C.J. Hargis. Easy shot for McConnell. Puts it up and in. Callahan simply lost the ball as he was going to shoot a layup, and it was like a pass, an assist with C.J. Hargis. A nice pass to McConnell, who was open at midcourt and took it the rest of the way for the basket. 6-4 Warriors. Travis Callahan pulls up for two along the baseline for the right with a rebound back to Corvallis after the missed shot. And Matter and Langley calls out a play from the outside. Henry Rondo guarded by Hargis. Feeds it in to Marion Clark. And there will be a push call. This will be the fourth foul on Corvallis. Let's see who picked up the push with Hargis. Tyler Romeo will pick up the foul. That's his first. And the fourth Warrior foul. 2 for Corvallis. 6-4. Warriors with the lead, and 2:44 remaining in the first quarter. Travis Callahan will inbound the ball. He does for Rondo. Pulls up for two. No good. Rebound comes to Kendall Leopard. He did a good job about jumping Dylan Duvall for that rebound. Here's McConnell. McConnell with the drive. Cut off. Dishes it outside for Leopard. Takes the three. Now the moves inside the free throw line. Blocked by Clark. And rebounded then by Callahan. Callahan down to Rondo. Rondo thought about the shot. Didn't take it. Andrew Laney in the game for the first time. Rondo shoots for three. He's got it in his foul. Oh, my. Henry Rondo was open for the three, and he had already released the ball when C.J. Hargis simply ran up and bumped him. It was not a good foul by C.J., and he will sit for a moment. It was an unnecessary foul because Rondo had already released the ball, and he hit the three-pointer. And with the additional bump, he will go to the line for an unusual 4-point position. With the three-pointer, Corvallis grabs the lead by 1 at 7-6, and Henry Rondo finally will get the ball from the free throw line. First foul on C.J. Hargis, but suddenly the fifth for the Warriors, and Henry hits. So a 4-point possession, a 4-point effort by Henry Rondo, and it's 8-6 Corvallis. Almost knocked away from the Warriors. Here's Clark, knocks it into the hands of Rondo. Warrior turnover. They go down low to Clark. Shoots for two. He's got it. 10-6. Nice shot. Very nice release. Pretty shot. He is probably the finest player on Corvallis. Marion Clark is his name. Here's Colson Shanks in the game for three, a little bit short, off the iron, on the floor. A battle underneath. And let's see if they will retain possession. Looks like the Warriors do. A couple of bodies on the floor battling for the ball. Well, it would not be the possession arrow because that point in the direction for Lebanon now would be in the other direction, simply Lebanon ball. They have it just to my right, down by 4. Jake McConnell starts to drive, bounce pass is knocked away. They get it back, and a shot up and in by the Warriors, up and no good by the Warriors. Ian Smith in the ball game missed the layup. They have missed about 4 layups in which they had very good looks. Corvallis got the rebound, but the whistle blows, and they're coming back. And a timeout is called. Timeout by Lebanon, a 30-second timeout. A minute 34 remaining in the first quarter. 10-6. Corvallis with the lead. And a reminder from Cascade Power Equipment. I took my chainsaw there the other day. We recently had to down some trees at home. The electric company told us the trees simply had to come out because they were dying, and here's the power lines. And 2 massive trees are lying on the backyard lawn. I started with my power saw. I had a little trouble with the chain. It needed sharpening, and I took it to Cascade. They did a nice job for me. Inexpensive, very friendly people. They are the Steel, that's mine, the Steel chainsaw in Husqvarna headquarters. Cascade Outdoor Power Equipment. They're near the airport on Airway Road, between Airport Road and Oak in Lebanon. Cascade Outdoor Power Equipment. Back. The Warriors will have the ball with a minute 34 remaining. Jake McConnell will look for somebody to inbound it to. He's going to pass it inbounds to Maddox. Almost lost it. He lost the handle. He had to throw it quickly back inbounds, and he throws it at one of the Corvallis players. And it looked like it went off the body of Miles. See what the Sterling Miles, but they call it Corvallis ball. It looked when Maddox tried to save it, he lost the handle, and when he pushed it back in bounds, it looked like it went off Miles' hand. But they lose it. Corvallis loses it. Jake McConnell tries to grab it, but as he dives for it, he knocks it out of bounds, and that should, I believe, still be Corvallis ball. Nope. It will belong. Oh, and they call a foul in a reach. That's just below the student section here, standing right by that sideline. And a foul committed by Andrew Laney as he tried to dive for that ball. And the Warriors have it back, a minute 16 to go. Here's Jake McConnell. McConnell drives against Miles to the basket, puts it up, no good, but this time he is fouled. So the Warriors with another layup. Not as good a look. He was coming from the baseline. But that's about 5 times underneath tonight. They have gotten the ball underneath, but they have not made the shot. And Jake McConnell misses the first of 2. The foul was on Sterling Miles. Sterling Miles, a 6'2" senior in the game for Corvallis, and Jake McConnell hits the second. So the Warriors are down by 3 with 1:11 remaining in the first quarter. 10-7, Corvallis. Henry Rondeau beats it outside for Miles, and Miles travels yet. Shuffle to feet, as you often see, is the most common travel. Trying to fake the defender a little head feint, but at the same time moving the feet without putting the ball on the floor. Travel call, and Corvallis with the turnover. Gives the ball back to the Warriors. A minute 4 to go. Warriors down by 3. Chance to perhaps get within 1 or maybe tie on this possession. Under a minute to go. Jake McConnell guarded by Mather and Langley. Hits Maddox in the corner, almost stolen by Miles. Maddox pass is knocked away. It's on the floor and is finally knocked by Rondeau into the hands of Sterling Miles. Here's Marion Clark on the outside. Clark to Miles in the corner for Rondeau, right in front of the Warrior bench. They go underneath to Clark. Clark double team, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. He is a good player. There were a couple of players there. Tyler Romeo was there. Tim Maddox was there. And even Ian Smith was over there. He still managed to get above them at 6'3". He put the layup in off the glass, and the foul goes to Tyler Romeo, his second. And that will be the 16th foul. And Marion Clark will go to the line. I mentioned he is from Southern California. He was in what they say a very tough area of Southern California, one of those tough neighborhoods. His brothers, one works at the farm home here in Corvallis, the other at the Boys and Girls Club. They wanted to get him out of that environment, and they brought him up here. He hits the shot, 13-7. And he is a very good basketball player. Bob Holt was telling me the main thing is that he had to learn Greg Garrison, was the head coach at Corvallis, his style of defense. And Greg Garrison has always had his players play a very tight defense. And he said Marion Clark has really come on and learning that portion of the game as well. Warriors on their possession and a reach. Warriors will inbound the ball. That will simply be the fifth foul for Corvallis. 29 seconds to go. And that will be on Marion Clark, his first. Jake McConnell from the near side of the court to me here at Corvallis will inbound. Inbound to the Colson Shanks. Shanks outside for Leopard for three. Off the iron, no good. And just a little bit short on his 2 3-point shots tonight. Henry Rondeau with the ball. 19 seconds to go. Let's see if they slow it down. And they will. They had a chance for a 3-point shot, didn't take it. As Cole Garrett decided not to take it. Now it's in Garrett's hand, 10 seconds to go. Now they will look for the shot. Mather Langley looks up at the clock. 5 seconds. He better do something. Starts to drive. Drives into the paint. Puts an off-balance shot. No good. Rebound to Hargis. He will throw the ball and miss very short of the distant basket. And the first quarter is ended. Corvallis just before the end of the quarter, picking up a couple of shot and a free throw, takes the biggest lead of the night, which is 13-7. 1 quarter done. Corvallis 13, Warriors 7. Warrior basketball continues from Corvallis tonight on KGAL.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
Has your stove lost its heat? Is your fridge or freezer no longer cold? Does your washer leave soap in your clothes, or has your dryer stopped tumbling? Then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 259-1131, of course. Like New Appliance, where every appliance shines like new.
Lynn Lanes in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
Good family fun. Bowling.
Open every day and until 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights. Ballistic bowling starts at 10 on Saturday nights.
Stop by Lynn Lanes in Lebanon.
KGAL.
Well, the Warriors had a couple of leads in the first quarter, 4-0, and then they were tied at 4. They led 6-4. 3-point shot by Corvallis. They led at 7-6. They have not trailed since. They lead by 6 after 1, 13-7. Have the ball to start the second quarter. Travis Callahan puts up a 3-point shot that is short. And battling Cole Garrett, battling for the rebound, lost the handle. In fact, he will be called for a push-up. Yes, he will. Well, it's number 33, which is Quentin Kyle. He picked up the fouls, and now we're even at 6 fouls apiece. It looks like Corvallis was easily going to get the 1-and-1 advantage first here in the game, but suddenly they've committed about the last 3 fouls, and we're even at 6 apiece. Here's Colson Shanks in the ballgame for the Warriors. Tries to get it to Jake McConnell. Goes in the backcourt. Mather and Langley gets it in backcourt. Feeds it to Callahan. Callahan again lost the handle going to the basket, but we're right into the hands of Cole Garrett, who puts it up and in. Second time that Callahan has lost the handle while trying to get a breakaway. Colson Shanks for 3, no good. Rebound to Langley. Now we are running. Langley, other end of the court. Feeds it back outside for Kyle. Callahan, Mather and Langley. Marion Clark is not on the floor, which is the key. With their top scorers for 31 points in their first game of the year, has been averaging most every game, scored 16, 17, 18 points. Several games in succession, he had 18 points. Clark now has checked back. He has checked back into the game. Clark is on the floor. In fact, he tries a 3, no good. Rebound comes out long to him, and he tips it to Mather and Langley. Langley with the right-hand dribble, guarded loosely by Jake McConnell. Langley, a bounce pass for Clark in the corner, almost out of bounds, but Clark got it, guarded carefully by Hargis. He tries a bounce pass, somehow gets it across to Langley, who tries for 2, and he hits. That was dangerous along the baseline and past a couple of defenders for Lebanon. I'm surprised they missed that ball. But Langley hit for the 2 shots, the 2 points, 17-7, and suddenly it's a 10-point lead, and the game begins slowly to slip away from the Warriors as they throw it out of bounds. And do they retain possession? I believe that they do. Was last touched by Corvallis. C.J. Hargis calls out a play before he is handed the ball by the official. 17-7. Slowly that lead builds for Corvallis. Try to get it into McConnell. And it's knocked away by Mather and Langley. He tried to intercept it. He couldn't get it, but he managed to knock it last off the hands of Jake McConnell. So it's a Warrior turnover, and Corvallis gets it back up by 10 on an inbound pass. Really cannot have that ball intercepted that easily. And Langley pulls up 4-2, and he hits again. Drove in between the circles and hit. 19-7, 12-point lead. Hargis dribbled behind his back. Finds Leopard on the right side. That's just below me. Leopard starts to drive to the basket. Wants to put up a shot. Off balance was underneath. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Rebound for Corvallis. Here they come the other way. Rondeau for 2. 21-7. Look out. 14-point lead. Isaac Johnson for 3. No. Rebound. Tipped. Last touch by... I thought it was last touch by Corvallis. It looked to me like Dylan Duval had reached in and touched it last, but they'll say Jake McConnell touched it last. So Corvallis gets the ball back. Up by 14. Wow. 8-0 run in this quarter. 13-6 was the score after one quarter tonight. Corvallis with the 8-0 run and with the ball. Henry Rondeau feeds it to Callahan. Rondeau is open for 3, decided to dish it down baseline to Clark. Clark back to Rondeau. Outside to Callahan. Swings it down low. Shot by Marion Clark is no good. And the rebound will come to the Warriors. Warriors on a quick break. Kendall Leppert gets to the basket, but Clark blocks the shot before he got up. It looked like it'd have an easy layup. Clark got a hand on it. It came back to Corvallis for the rebound. And Kevin Johnson, a little frustrated. I think he wanted a foul on that is what he wanted. But Corvallis with the ball. Again with the 14-point lead and a chance to add to it. 21-7. Spartan. Travis Callahan slips, and they're going to call a block on Tyler Romeo. That would be his third if it is on Tyler. It's the third foul. It is the 8th team foul, so it's a 1-and-1 situation. And going to the line will be Travis Callahan. A reminder from R.J. Armstrong and Associates, they're masters of underground and excavation work for individuals or commercial business. R.J. Armstrong, longtime Warrior supporter, 451-4286 the number. Just remember anything in the way of underground excavation work. Remember the name of R.J. Armstrong. Also near Cascade Power Equipment out on Airway Road. The shot is good. Corvallis taking advantage from the free throw line tonight. They have a 4-point effort on a shot by Rondeau, who is followed by C.J. Hargis. Rondeau hit the free throw, and the 3-point shot. They have a chance for a 3-point possession here from 2-point possession. Actually, he was fouled on a 1-and-1, but he hits both, and it's 23-7. 23-7. It's mysterious. It's reflecting how the games get away from the Warriors, and it has done it quickly here. They led 7-6. Shot is no good by the Warriors, and a travel is called against Isaac Johnson. I should say they led 6-4. Then it was 7-6 on a 3-point play by Corvallis, but they led 6-4. They have been outscored 19-1 since being up 6-4 about midway, a little more than midway through the first quarter. 19-1, and Corvallis with the ball after that travel call against the Warriors. Here's Clark open near the free throw line. His shot was a little bit short, but there for the rebound. Putting it up is Rondeau. He is fouled on the shot. He will go to the line for 2. He did not get the shot, but he has 2 free throws coming up, and Corvallis has been effective from the free throw line. About halfway through the first quarter tonight, the second quarter, 4:07 remaining in the second quarter. The gym quiets for Henry Rondeau, who hits. Henry was one of the players off the bench who did see a good deal of time with Corvallis. I don't believe, as I recall, that he was one of the starters, but he was a very strong player, a strong shooter off the bench for Corvallis the last couple of years. And he may well have started on some occasions for Corvallis in their 2 championship seasons. Hits both shots, 25-7. Trouble in the backcourt. McConnell manages to dribble through the trouble, but then loses the handle. Here comes Marion Clark all the way down. I think he wanted to dunk that ball at 6-3. He started to get up, but Kendall Leppard fouled him on the way to the basket. Let's see if I think they're talking. Will they call an intentional foul? They're going to talk things over here. I didn't see a timeout called by either team, but they're talking it over, and I believe the discussion would be whether it is an intentional foul because Leppard went up strong against Clark. Clark had the breakaway. It looked like the way he put that ball up, he got jammed by Leppard, but it looked like he wanted to try for the dunk. And you could see the excitement start to build here in the student body. Apparently he probably can dunk 6'3". And the officials still talking things over at the scorer's table on the far side from me. For a complete fitness experience with cardio machines and weight training, check out Lebanon Racquetball and Fitness. Open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Look for Lebanon Racquetball and Fitness on Sherman Street in Lebanon. Second foul. Here's if they called a double foul. Marion Clark, they did call an intentional. No, here they come. They had the players away from the free throw line, back by midcourt, but now the players will come forward here. So it was not an intentional foul. It looked like they had a double foul. Clark was fouled by Leppard. I don't know how they got a double foul because the other one was away from the ball. There were very few players down at that end of the court. It sounded like Bob Holder's PA announcer said a double foul. And I did see a couple of numbers go up. They had the wrong number on the board. They had 3 numbers up on the board, so they had a wrong number. I'm not sure whether both were wrong numbers against. They finally got 24 on the board. That's Kendall Leppard. That's his 3rd foul. And Marion Clark hits 1 of 2. At 26-7, the Warriors with the ball. 7 fouls on Corvallis now. 10 on the Warriors. There's a pass down low, and Ian Smith goes to the basket, and Ian is knocked down. Could not get the layup, but that time really did not have a good look. It was a little far underneath the basket, but Corvallis missed the foul, and that will be their 8th foul. That will be the 3rd foul on Marion Clark, and that's good for the Warriors. Marion Clark picked up his 3rd. And Ian Smith hits the free throw. And that breaks a drought of about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. They had not scored yet in this quarter after being down 13-7 at the end of the first quarter. That's their first point of the second quarter. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in. Actually 4:15 in. Second free throw by Smith, no good. 26-8 the score. Corvallis with the ball. Travis Callahan, left side of the floor. Throws it across court for Rondeau. Thought about 3. Instead, fakes, goes to the inside, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound to Ian Smith. Feeds it to CJ. CJ may try to go the length of the court. Does. Throws an off-balance shot. I don't think he was looking at the basket, and a hook shot that went in. Heck of a shot. Looked like he was looking away from the basket when he put it up. Nice shot. 26-10. Here's Rondeau. Rondeau goes underneath. The shot blocked. Shot attempt by Duvall was blocked, but he got it back, and now dishes it back outside. Mather and Langley with the ball. Langley inside for Duvall. Duvall tries to give and go. There's nobody to give it to. Instead, dishes it back outside for Henry Rondeau, and a foul is called. No foul. It was 3 in the key. So 3 in the key for Corvallis will be a turnover. Warriors will get it back, and at least they have slowed Corvallis a little bit in the last couple of minutes, but they're up big time at 26-10, 2:44 to go before the half. As C.J. Hargis bounced past Ian Smith, drives to the basket, puts it up and in between 2 defenders. Nice job. Along the baseline, 26-12, quickly down court. Corvallis with the ball. Callahan beats it back for Duvall for 3. Got it. 29-12. Good, quick ball movement. Dylan Duvall was open, took the 3, just to the right side of the three-point arc and hit it. Nice shot. 29-12. Corvallis with the ball. Jake Patano. The Warriors with the ball. They go to Smith. Smith down low, loses the handle, and they will call a block on Corvallis. And Ian Smith was fortunate with that because he had lost control of the ball, but it was Sterling Miles who moved. If Sterling had just stood his ground, Ian would have run right into him trying to get that ball back. But instead, Sterling Miles picks up the block, and Ian Smith hits the free throw. Ninth foul for Corvallis, so it was a 1-and-1, and Ian hits the first. We'll get a chance at 2. 29-13 with that first basket. 2:08 remaining in the second quarter, and he does not get the second. Looked like he might get the roll, did not. Mather and Langley brings it into front court. So Travis Callahan back to Langley. Out near the midcourt circle. Jake McConnell several feet in front of him will just let him dribble. Callahan picked up by C.J. Hargis. Langley across court for Rondeau. He wants to shoot the 3. Air ball into the hands of McConnell. McConnell quickly down court. Looks for some help. Has to dish it back to Hargis. Hargis into the corner. Ian Smith. Smith starts to drive. Cut off by Sterling Miles. McConnell for 3. This one will not go. And the ball tipped back by Colson Shanks into the hands of Jake McConnell. McConnell to Hargis. Thought about the 3. Puts a fake on his man Langley. Now drives inside and has the ball knocked away. And C.J. Hargis will get to go to the line, and that will be the 10th foul, I believe. That is 10, yes. So 2 shots coming as Mather and Langley picks up his initial foul of the game, and both teams into the double bonus now with 1 minute and 23 seconds before halftime, 29-13. Warriors need everything they could get, and C.J. Hargis does not deliver on the first of 2 from the free throw line. Second one coming. A spacious gym here at the new high school at Corvallis. It is a beautiful facility. Walk through the school. Very large gymnasium. Second shot is good, 29-14. So CJ hits 1 of 2, 1:22 remaining as Corvallis again without any pressure. No backcourt pressure. Brings it into front court. Far side of the floor, Henry Rondeau. Rondeau for Callahan. On the left side, just below me. Starts the right-hand dribble. Goes across the other way. Paul Garrett. Back to Rondeau. Let's just pass it around here. Want to keep moving it. No shot clock in high school. Now they try to go back door. Paul Garrett dishes it for Rondeau for 2. No good. It comes down, tipped back up, and finally Sterling Miles wound up with it. It looked like either Maddox or Hargis would get the rebound, but they both could not corral it. Sterling Miles got it and put it back in, 31-14. That was simply good fortune for Corvallis. Good bounce. Warriors with the ball, clock running down, 32 seconds. It's shot for 3 by Colson Shanks. Is no good, and the rebound comes to Callahan. No over the back. It looked like he did go over the back. On a fast break, it's knocked away by Tim Maddox. They tried to get it into the hands of Rondeau on the right wing. Duvall tried to hit Rondeau, but knocked away by the Warriors. C.J. Hargis knocked it out of bounds. But with 22 seconds left under their offensive basket to my left, Corvallis will inbound. Cole Garrett finds Rondeau. Rondeau starts to drive, pulls up his first shot off the glass. No good, but he will be fouled. An unfortunate foul because he was between 2 defenders, and he basically just really fired the ball at the basket. Bounced it off the glass. It was not close on the shot, but he got fouled. And the foul is on Tim Maddox, his first. But Henry Rondeau misses the shot. Rondeau is a good shooter, as I said. I believe he's primarily coming off the bench last year, although he may have started some of the games, but was really a good shooter off the bench for them. Misses the first free throw and misses both. I think that's very uncharacteristic for Henry. 31-14, though. Corvallis really doesn't need the points. They're up by 17. Maddox with a drive, goes underneath. Dishes now to Maddox. Nice job. He would have had a tough time getting to the basket, but an underhand dish to Tim Maddox, who was all alone on the left side. A shot for three by Travis Callahan at the buzzer will be no good. It will be 31-16. The Warriors showed a little life in that corner after a 19-1 run in the ball game, going back to the first quarter by Corvallis. The half end, 31-16. Corvallis with the lead will take this time out. Smart with the Warriors will continue tonight on KGAL.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda superstore.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Len Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
We're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E Tangent.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable.
Your Mid-Valley home of the Lebanon Warriors. News Talk 1580, KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Halftime tonight at Corvallis High School. Corvallis lost a great number of players from a team that was the state champion for 2 years in a row. A team that really impressed me. I saw the playoffs and the championship games the last 2 years. And the teams that they played, particularly Benson 2 years ago. Benson had some talent. One of them wound up at Washington. Is playing up with Washington right now. But they did not have the teamwork, and as I've used that word, discipline, that Corvallis had 2 years ago, and I think the same was true of the team that they faced in the championship game last year. Overall, the talent may not have been as great, but Greg Garrison really had them working well together, and they won 2 straight state championships. They lost a number of players from that team, including Jay Taylors, who was Player of the Year, I think, back-to-back years. The state player of the year at 5A the last 2 years. But you wouldn't know it from the score at the end of the first half. It's 31-16. Marion Clark, who it was apparent by seeing the box scores and the points that he had put up in their game, Marion Clark did a good job in that first half. I am nowhere near the scorer's table. The scorer's table is on the far side of the floor from me. I'm up above the bleachers, and it's an impossibility where I am to try to keep score, so I can't tell you. I don't know if Marion Clark was the lead scorer, but he certainly showed his talent in that first half. He scored 31 points in the first game that he played. That was against South Salem. He has scored 18 points against Dallas, 16 against North Salem, 16 against Churchill, 16 versus Springfield. Henry Rondeau had 18 points against Churchill. Those are the 2 best players on the floor, and I believe they did certainly lead the way in that first half for Corvallis. They lead it by 17, or rather 15 at the half, 31-16. The Warriors had a 4-0 lead to start the game. Corvallis caught them at 4. Warriors took the lead at 6-4. That would be their last lead of the night, a 3-point possession. They did 7-6 Corvallis. From there in the first half and into the first quarter and into the second quarter, they outscored the Warriors 19-1. As I said, it's mystifying, it's perplexing, and it's hard to understand how the Warriors go on those dry spells, but that was another big one that put Corvallis in command of the game, and they certainly are at the half, leading 31-16. I have no idea if things are as loud for you as they are for me with the band. often talk about loud bands, but I am right next to them, and it is almost deafening here to try to talk over them tonight, but I get a break here. 31-16 at the half. The big news today, it was startling me this morning to find out that Chip Kelly had left the Oregon Ducks and has only become the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles after all. I was told that there was a piece on ESPN on the internet that it said Kelly was the new coach, and I thought maybe it was one of those times. Sometimes you go to the internet and you look up a team, you look for some stats, and for whatever reason, the first choice that you find will have stats from that team, but it may be from another year. I find that particular in researching the high school team, and I thought perhaps the page that we were looking at was the wrong week. That maybe it was the last posting from ESPN. I was as stunned as I'm sure anyone was, particularly big Oregon fans, that Chip Kelly would leave after having turned down the Philadelphia Eagles job, come back to the Ducks and said that he was staying. You wonder what Rob Mullins, the athletic director at Oregon, what did the two of them say in the conversation? I heard a piece from Rob Mullins later on the news, on the evening news on television. He was very calm and said, well, we've already begun our coaching research because they were looking for a coach right after the season when it was evident that Kelly was talking with the Cleveland Browns, Buffalo Bills, and most seriously with the Philadelphia Eagles. So he was very calm and very matter-of-fact that they'd already begun a search, and that was good. They hope to find a coach quickly, that they have several candidates within in-house, but they will look around for a new coach. But I would love to have been the outside ear to that conversation between Rob Mullins and Chip Kelly. I would assume that Mullins was as shocked as anyone. He never gave any indication that Kelly had told him that, we're just maybe a few things shy of going to Philadelphia. He must have been stunned when he got the news. I wonder how pleasant that call was. But Chip Kelly has moved on to the Eagles. Stunning news in the college football world. We'll take this time out at halftime. I will rest it from the band, and perhaps you will too, if you can hear them as loudly as I can. Maybe we should stay because it's quiet. 31-16 at the half. Corvallis with the lead. We'll take this time out at KGAL.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank. Service like no other. We promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch and dinner, takeout, and catering too. Here's Bob.
Come down and visit us and try some of our hand-tossed pizzas, my friends. That's right, hand-tossed.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, in the heart of Lebanon on Oak, between Main and 2nd.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
KGAL.
Back here at the Corvallis High School. Over the years, I have seen the additional tasks that the athletic directors have to perform at these various schools. For example, right now, Bob Holt, who is the athletic director here at the Corvallis High, he has the mop and is mopping the floor after the first half. And Corvallis is back on the floor. They're shooting baskets, and when he gets down to that end of the floor, his life is at risk because there are multiple balls going up on shots. He simply ducks the shot that continues to sweep the floor here. His task at halftime tonight at Corvallis High School, Spartans on top by 15, as they did the other night at West Albany when the 95-44 final decision the other night, West Albany beating the Warriors. The Warriors did not come out at halftime until there was no time to shoot around. It looks like they're going to do the same tonight. Actually, they're back. They may get a few shots in. before the halftime ends here. But Corvallis on the floor, they don't need the warm-up. They're up by 15, 31-16. We'll take 1 minute timeout here. We'll be back for the second half tonight from Corvallis High School. Warriors and Spartans on KGAL.
Lassen RV in Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Good, tasty food. That's why Bing's Kitchen has been a lunch and dinner favorite for over 40 years. Choose Chinese or American meals that can satisfy the entire family or a gathering of up to 40 people on the South Santiam Highway in Lebanon. Choose Bing's Kitchen, where the food simply tastes best.
Doug Phillips, financial advisor with Edward Jones, is proud to sponsor Lebanon Warrior Sports on KGAL. Doug Phillips' Edward Jones office is on the corner of South Main and Walker, near the post office in Lebanon. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
1580 KGAL.
We'll start the second half with Corvallis up by 15, 31-16, but the Warriors do have the first possession of the second half. Kendall Leppard, Jake McConnell, Tim Maddox, C.J. Hargis, and Isaac Johnson, the five starters for the Warriors, back in to start the second half. McConnell with the ball, far side of the floor. Warriors in this half will be shooting to my left as I stand here above the student section, just above the bleachers here at Corvallis High School. Johnson with the ball down low along the baseline. Nice feed to Leppard. Leppard puts it up no good. Couldn't get it to go. Johnson got the rebound. Turns, shoots, scores. Nice job. Again, a beautiful dish by Isaac Johnson. That's something his teammates will need to be more aware of. He can pass the ball. You would swear he's going to maybe try to go to the basket. Great job there to find Kendall Leppard open. Leppard missed the shot. Johnson got the rebound and put it back. Dylan Duvall intercepted by McConnell. McConnell against Langley. McConnell to the basket. Puts it up no good. Johnson there to get the rebound. Puts it up and in. Great job by Isaac to follow McConnell down the floor to be on the other side of the basket and get that rebound and put it back. 4 points for Isaac to start the quarter. Warriors move within 11. Can they get it down to under double digits, 31-20. A shot for two, no good by Corvallis. And Johnson steals the ball away from Duvall. Duvall steals it back. Johnson on the floor gets it back. Now tries to find C.J. Hargis. And there will be a battle for the ball on the floor. Let's see if they go to the possession arrow. If they do, it will be Corvallis. No, it'll be the Warriors' ball looking at the possession arrow. And no, I guess they switched that possession arrow already. So Corvallis will have the ball as it points in their direction now, unless they didn't go for the possession arrow. But I don't see how they could tell who had the ball on the floor. Warriors knock it away on an entry pass to Duvall. Leppard has it. Leppard for McConnell. McConnell looking for somebody down low, can't find it. Starts to drive to the basket, puts it up and in. Boy, he showed us the speed a couple of times in recent games, and he did it there. A great first step, and he can move quickly to the basket. A great drive by McConnell, 31-22. The Warriors with the first 6 points, and they do get it down below double digits to 9 points back in the ball game. Corvallis with the ball. Rondeau thought about a three, thought better of it. Rondeau with the ball again, guarded by Johnson. Now down in the corner to Duvall. They will play catch. They go into Callahan. Callahan tries to get it down low to Clark. He's got it in the paint, puts the shot up and in. Nice pass by Callahan. And Clark did a good job to get a turn and score. And a timeout for Corvallis as they get their first basket of the half. 33-22, 5:44 remaining third quarter, 30-second timeout on KGAL.
Need tires? Hi, this is Don from Kenega Tire Factory. From lawnmowers to tractors, cars, and trucks, we have what you need. And Kenega Tire's ASE certified mechanics can help you with your brakes, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and stuff you won't believe. Even propane for your barbecue and RV. Kenega Tire Factory, still at the Y in Lebanon.
You'll always get your money's worth where the food is fresh and original at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Roberto and his staff will provide a fun and affordable dining experience. So visit Ixtapa on the corner of Highway 20 and Wheeler Street, where parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet.
1580 KGAL.
The Warriors score the first 6 points of the third quarter to get within 9. Corvallis answers with a 2-point shot. The lead is 11, 33-22, and the Warriors with possession, 5:39 remaining third quarter tonight at Corvallis High School. And they're going to call a foul on one of the Warriors, probably trying to push for position to get open. It'll be the first foul. If it's Kendall Leopard, it is. That's his third foul. First foul for the Warriors. Kendall, in a battle away from the ball, picks up the initial foul of the third quarter. Corvallis inbounds the ball in front of the Warrior bench, far side of the floor from me. Travis Callahan down in the corner for Marion Clark. Clark back outside for Mather and Langley. Inside for Rondeau. He turns, puts up a jumper, got it. I think he's best when he's on the move and gets that jump stop and follows through. 35-22. Hargis down low, puts up an underhanded layup, no good. Chip back into the hands of Isaac Johnson. Smith tipped it back to Johnson, who puts it in. 6 points of the quarter. 6 of the 8 Warrior points. 35-24. They get down to Callahan. Beautiful feed by Marion Clark. To Callahan, who was open on the right side of the basket, got the layup. Lead back to 13, 37-24. CJ. Pass to McConnell in front of the Warrior bench. Back outside of Maddox, playing in the middle of the court, playing out high. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson starts to drive. He tries to go down low. Smith off his hands on the floor. Henry Rondeau gets it. Almost stolen by McConnell. He's got it back. McConnell looks for an opening. Turns, jumps, shoots. No score. Ball off the iron. Johnson had it for a moment, but lost it to Rondeau. And Corvallis will bring it up the floor quickly. Langley. And Mather will be called for the travel. So the Warriors get it back. Some quick action. And at the end of it all, it calms down as the Warriors bring it up court with no pressure. Neither team, very seldom tonight, I think on one occasion, Corvallis had good pressure in the backcourt, but neither team using any backcourt pressure. Hargis with the ball. This is it to McConnell. McConnell to Johnson. Has it knocked away, but he gets it back. Johnson starts to drive. Turns, spins. Lost the handle on the spin. Lost it to Travis Callahan. Feeds it across up court. Mather and Langley. A shot for 2 by Rondeau is no good. Clark got the rebound. Goes, puts it up and in. Boy, he's tough underneath. He's 6'3". But he can really jump. He's got great spring in those legs. 39-24. And it's back to where it stood before this quarter started. A 15-point deficit. The Warriors had gotten within 9. Now down again by 15. We'll stay here during this timeout. Timeout for the Warriors. 30-second timeout. A reminder, during the game tonight, if you're out or after the game, grab a hot, ready $5 pizza at Little Caesars in Lebanon. They're near the River Center. It's the new and only Little Caesars in Lebanon. For over 50 years, Mega Foods has offered the best quality and taste. More than just a supermarket, also a good neighbor, Mega Foods. You'll find them in Lebanon. If you're listening in Albany tonight, there's a Mega Foods there as well. We thank all of our Warrior sponsors. We always ask you if you need any of the products or services we mentioned. Please stop in at our sponsors. Thank them for making the Warrior broadcast possible. KGAL has carried Warrior basketball, I think, from their first days on the air, which is about 57 years ago now. 39-24, but the Warriors with the ball trying to cut that deficit again. Ian Smith does it. Got the ball just outside the paint. Turn and put it off the glass. Good shot by Ian. 39-26. Corvallis with the ball. Henry Rondeau, left side. Outside for Mather and Langley. Langley guarded by McConnell. Gets it to Travis Callahan. Callahan to Rondeau. Rondeau back to Callahan. Starts to drive. Pulls up for 2. Won't get it off the iron, but Clark gets in and gets the rebound. Did a great job of moving. Looks like the Warriors going to get that rebound. He moved right in front of C.J. Hargis. Callahan starts to drive. Puts up a wild shot that won't go, but apparently fouled on his way to the basket. Let's see who got him as he came down the lane. It'll be on Ian Smith. Ian Smith picks up his second foul for the Warriors. Both teams wound up with a double bonus in the first half. It looked like it'd be a long shot for Corvallis. And in the second quarter, they began to pick up a number of fouls, and both teams did get the double bonus. Corvallis has taken advantage, though, from the free throw line. The free throw line has been one of the weak spots for the Warriors this year. Travis Callahan gets the first of 2 shots. And the second as well. 41-26, back to that 15-point deficit again. That's where it stood at the half. The Warriors, Chad Nissen in the ballgame is checked in for the Warriors. C.J. Hargis. Tyler Romeo, Ian Smith, and Colson Shanks on the floor for the Warriors. Cross court to Colson, right side of the floor. Colson bounce pass for Romeo. Thinks about a three. Takes it. It'll be off the back iron. No good. Tipped into the hands of Tyler Romeo. Tipped, I think, by one Corvallis player, one Warrior player, and then Romeo wound up with it and put it back, 41-28. Here's Mather and Langley for Rondeau. For three. He got it. 44-28. Had very little time before pressure was put on him, but he's got a quick release. He's a good jump shooter. 44-28, 16. So Corvallis has added a point to their lead in this quarter. It's a 2:20 remaining. C.J. Hargis, bounce pass for Ian Smith. Just inside the circles along the baseline. Starts to drive along the baseline. Try to get it to Romeo. It's intercepted by Henry Rondeau. Rondeau will bring the ball in the front court. Henry cross court for Langley. Langley swings it in the corner for Duvall for three. Yes. Oh, boy. 47-28, and suddenly it's up to 19 on successive three-point shots, one by Henry Rondeau, one by Dylan Duvall. And here's a push. Travis Callahan will pick up the foul. That is his second and the first for Corvallis in this quarter. 2 minutes remaining, and really almost a foul-free quarter, just two for the Warriors, one for Corvallis. Warriors lose the ball on the inbound. Knocked away by Sterling Miles. Got it to Mather and Langley. He missed the shot underneath. Warriors get the rebound. Here comes Jake McConnell. McConnell behind his back. Looks for somebody underneath. Bounce pass to Smith in the paint. He loses it off his feet into the hands of Henry Rondeau. And Henry finally forced to slow things down, gets it into the hands of Travis Callahan. And Callahan will come away in the corner for Rondeau. Rondeau across court for Langley. Langley now back to the other side. Travis Callahan back to Matherin. 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 Langley. Pulling up, beautiful job by Henry Rondeau, who moved to the left side of the floor, moved inside the three-point arc along the baseline and put it in for two, 49-28. I don't have the stats. It's impossible to keep him up here, but I would assume he's the leading scorer in the game. Warriors almost throw it away, and did Chad didn't save it? No, he didn't. Chad tried to save it inbounds, but stepped on the line before he got to the ball, so it's a turnover to Corvallis, and suddenly up by 21 at 49-28. The Warriors had cut it to 9. And again, it's just mystifying. It's reflecting, bewildering how quickly the lead swings back to Corvallis. 49-28. Mather and Langley, left side of the floor, guarded by McConnell. Boy, he really plays tough defense, Jake McConnell does. A shot for two by Rondeau is no good, but the rebound comes to Callahan, who turns, puts it up, no good. Sterling Miles with the rebound, and he'll bring it back outside, and they'll start over. Rondeau for Mather and Langley. Gets by McConnell, into the paint, puts up a left-hander, no good, and he will be... It almost looked like he called the charge. He put the hand up to the head, but instead it means that, let's see who slapped Tyler Romeo, caught Mather and Langley on the head. So the foul goes to the Warriors. The fourth foul on Tyler Romeo and the third for the Warriors. And there will be two shots here from Mather and Langley, who misses the first one. A reminder from the Lebanon High School Booster Club. They assist in all aspects of school life, more than just sports, and they need everybody they can get, especially in the second half of the year when things really pick up. So many things to do. It doesn't have to be a lot of time. If you have any time, help your high school be the best it can. Consider becoming a member of the Lebanon High School Booster Club. Call the office for more information. Second shot by Mather and Langley is good. I know we ask every game and every last many years, but think about becoming a member of the Booster Club. This helps. Every member they get makes the school a little better. Ball knocked out of bounds by Corvallis as the Warriors try to get it underneath. C.J. Hargis with only 3.6 seconds remaining now will inbound. Try to get it to somebody for a good shot. McConnell wets his way in for two. Off the iron, no good, and the rebound to Ian Smith. He did a good job in 3 seconds to fake his man and get inside. I'm telling you, he's got great speed. From the point, he was outside the three-point arc, wound up inside to put an underhanded layup up, but could not get it to go off the glass. After three, 22-point lead. Corvallis adds to their 15-point halftime margin. 50-28 our score. We'll be back to finish up tonight. Spartans and Warriors on KGAL.
At Walmart, you'll find lower prices always. That's their pledge to you. And now with the Walmart Superstore, that means you'll find lower prices on just about anything that might possibly be on your shopping list. Walmart, bringing you what you want. Lower prices.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
KGAL.
Well, the Warriors were down by 15 at the half, 31-16 here at Corvallis High School. And they scored the first 6 points of the half before Corvallis answered with 2. Then the Warriors got another basket to put it back within 9 again as Isaac Johnson had 6 of the first 8 points in the third quarter. But slowly and then quickly at the end of the quarter, Corvallis really began to put it away, and actually they outscored the Warriors, and they have the biggest lead of the night at 22 after 3 quarters, 50-28. Warriors go with possession to start the fourth and final quarter tonight at Corvallis High School. I'm ready to race. Scott is down at Los Angeles this weekend for the Beaver game, starting with UCLA tomorrow night. Be at USD on Saturday. He and his family there to see the Beavers. C.J. Hargis feeds it to Ian Smith who puts it in. Very nice assist from C.J. and a good finish by Ian Smith, 50-30. Corvallis with the ball. Sterling Miles hands it to Mather and Langley, who's standing right inside the circle. They don't have a logo on the floor here at the high school. There's no Spartan on the floor. A shot for 2, no good by Sterling Miles, and the rebound comes to the Warriors and Jake McConnell. This Isaac Johnson drives between a couple of defenders, cut off, throws it outside for T.J. Hargis, who almost lost it, but picked it up with his right hand. He'll try for a long, long 3, no good. We saw him make one against West the other night. That was a long one right near the sideline. Off the side iron, no good, and the rebound for Corvallis. Mather and Langley will be met by Jake McConnell at midcourt. Now drives by him with the left hand. Dishes it to Rondeau for 3. Henry open. No. Off the back iron. Rebound, though, to Sterling Miles. Gets to Rondeau. Drives, puts it up, and in. Wow. Sterling Miles did a great job of contesting and getting that rebound and simply tipping it to Rondeau. And Rondeau was on the move. That's what they do so well. They move without the ball. Jake McConnell for 3. No good. Too long, and the rebound will come to Sterling Miles, but he stepped out of bounds. He had his foot on the out-of-bounds line, so Warriors will get it back. He did have that back foot on the baseline. Jake McConnell was inbound. Jake McConnell, C.J. Hargis, Tim Maddox, Ian Smith, and Isaac Johnson in the game for the Warriors. 6:28 remaining, fourth quarter, 52-30. Corvallis with the lead. C.J. Hargis pounded, puts up a shot. He gets a big smile on his face as he hits the floor, and he is fouled. The shot was no good. He'll go to the free throw line. He's got a great, I said this in the last game, he's got one of the best smiles. He appears to be one of the friendliest young people that you could meet. He backed his way in and put up a shot that was more like a shot that you would play if you were playing pig or horse or whatever you call the word. With his back turned to the basket, he bounced it off the backboard. He almost put it in, but he got fouled, and he hits the first free throw. I think he smiled at the shot that he wound up with as he twisted and turned and wound up with his back to the basket. He hits the first free throw. Good job. Hits 2. 52-32 for Corvallis. With the ball, they get it quickly down court, driving to the basket and putting it up to Cole Garrett, and Garrett fouled on his way to the basket. Ian Smith will get the second foul and the fourth team foul for the Warriors. And it's Sterling Miles who will get to go to the line. He will shoot 2 with his team up by 20. Not a bad lead, and the shot is good. Question is, Corvallis 7-4 coming in tonight, but 3 of those 4 losses by 2 points. They could easily be 10-1 on the year. They could easily have had a sweep against 3 teams from Salem. They lost the 2, beat 1. two to whom they lost, South and I think West. They lost by 2 points. Shot is good by Sterling Miles, 54-32. Hits a couple, and the lead is back to 22. 6:11 remaining. Warriors with the ball. Isaac Johnson in front of his own bench, guarded by Marion Clark. Johnson gets a little bit of a screen, now in trouble. Cross-court pass to Jake McConnell. Smith. Johnson, down low. Tries a wraparound layup. Won't good. Clark got the rebound. Move from the left side to the right side to try to get the layup. Couldn't hit it. Marion Clark with the rebound. It gets to Madeline Langley. Langley guarded by McConnell. McConnell does a great job of staying right on it as he plays man-to-man against Madeline Langley. And a foul called as Marion Clark, away from the basket, is fouled. That will be the 15th foul for the Warriors. As the foul goes to Isaac Johnson, that's his fourth, and Isaac will have to sit. Colson Shanks will come into the game along with Jake McConnell, C.J. Hargett, Kevin Leffert, and also Tim Haddock. Corvallis with the ball, 5:41 remaining. Travis Callahan for Marion Clark. Clark on the outside. A shot no good. That shot by Andrew Laney missed. They get it down low. The Warriors get to Colson Shanks on a quick break. Shanks with the layup. Hits it 54-34. Here's Clark for three. He's open, and he will not get the bounce. Jake McConnell got the rebound. Warriors quickly the other way. McConnell pulls up, hands it simply to Leffert. Starts a drive off the glass, won't go, no foul, and tipped into the hands of Callahan. Corvallis brings it up court. Kendall Leffert, again, a nice job of driving to the basket, but couldn't finish. Corvallis got the rebound. Here's Laney for three. No good. Missed that one. And Corvallis again gets the rebound. They've really rebounded the Warriors tonight. They get another rebound. They try to put a shot up. It is blocked. Callahan's shot blocked twice. And finally, the Warriors get the rebound as Maddox feeds it to McConnell. McConnell drives and puts it in. McConnell put the shoulder into Travis Callahan. No call. There could have been. But he fired it off the backboard and slammed it through for two, 54-36. Marion Clark will start a drive, pulls up a little jumper, got it to go. He and Henry Rondeau have very nice soft touches from underneath. If they get to the basket, they can elevate and put it in, and Clark gets there. 56-36. Shot for three is good by Colson Shanks. He likes to take that outside shot, had the opening and hit it a long one. Here's Clark for three. He's got it. Oh, 59-39. Shanks a long one for the Warriors, and Clark a long one for the Spartans. Kendall Leffert got the rebound on a tip. It was tipped away from the Warriors. Leffert got it underneath, and Kendall puts it up and in. 59-41. Jake McConnell hits the floor. No foul on Callahan. They did not call a charge. He bounces it to Clark. Marion Clark with the ball. Clark dishes it. Cole Garrett. Callahan tries to go inside, and Colson Shanks will foul Andrew Laney as Shanks tried to reach in and knock it away, but instead picks up the foul. That is his initial foul and the 16th foul for the Warriors in this half. Just two for Corvallis. And so the Spartans very soon, it would seem, will have a 1-1 advantage here. They go to the line up by 18 at 59-41. They inbound on an alley-oop to Clark, who cannot get the shot to go, but gets the rebound, puts it back. Putting it back was Cole Garrett. He couldn't get it, but again, they got three looks at the basket, and finally Kendall Leffert comes up with it and brings it into front court on his own. Kendall has the ball knocked away, got it back. Still in trouble, tripped, and let's see who gets called for the foul. Well, they call a foul on Josh Alley, who had come into the game. I hadn't noticed Josh come in, but that was away from the ball, a push on Josh Alley in that same area, but not right on the ball. And that will be the first foul for Josh Alley. They said Josh, but that should have been the seventh foul, but they didn't put 7 up there. Corvallis with the ball. And whistle blows. Let's see what happens here. A foul on the Warriors. Checking into the game for Corvallis, Quentin Kyle, a 6'4" sophomore. becomes the tallest player on the floor along with Dylan DeBall, who's been in occasionally. And that foul will go against Kevin Denny, who is in the game. His first, that is the 7th foul for the Warriors. Zach Short in the game for the Warriors. Kevin Denny, the free throw is no good. Josh Alley with the rebound. Feeds it to Kevin Denny. Denny across court. Chad Nissen. Into the hands of Tyler Romeo. Romeo cut off. Back to Nissen. He wants to try the three. Too long. No good. And the rebound to Marion Clark. Clark behind his back. The dribble. Stolen away by the Warriors. Romeo knocked it away. In a battle with Quentin Kyle. Coming up with it, Kevin Denny. And Denny will go the other way. Some substitutions, some wild basketball. Devin pick up a shot. No good. The rebound. Knocked away by the Warriors. And let's see if they keep possession. They should, and they do. Kevin Denny, a 5'10 junior. Zach Short, 5'8 freshman off the junior varsity. And Chad Nissen, 5'11 sophomore, all in for the Warriors. And Skylar Garber. Garber was the one who was fouled on that transaction. 3rd foul. And Skylar Garber will hit the free throw. Good job. 59-42. The foul was on the Quentin Kyle of Corvallis, just their 3rd foul in this final quarter tonight as Skylar Garber. He hits both. No? Rolled out too soon on the call. Looked like it was down. 59-42. Lead is 17 for Corvallis. Slipping and falling, but regaining control. Cole Garrett, nice job of not traveling when he hit the floor. Marion Clark dishes it inside for Miles. Miles back to Clark. And they'll simply be running the clock now as we're down at the 2-minute mark of the ball game. Corvallis lead is 17. Marion Clark, far corner, guarded by Tyler Romeo, to the dribble. Takes his time. Does not really want to drive to the basket nor shoot. Simply hands it. Hands it off to Cole Garrett. He will drive, and he puts it in. Nice job. Right down the lane. Right down the blue paint. Here at Corvallis High School. 61-42, and the middle open, and he hit the shot. Kevin Denny. Outside. No pressure put on him. Now finally they pick him up. Quentin Kyle comes out. He tries a bounce pass underneath to Chad Nissen, breaking towards the basket. It's knocked away, however, by Corvallis, and knocked away by Cole Garrett out of bounds. Skylar Garber will inbound for the Warriors. A minute and 33 seconds to go. Skylar looking for an opening. Still looking. Finds Kevin Denny. Left side of the floor. Guarded closely, though. Goes to the dribble to the right hand. Comes out top. Starts to dribble again. Right side of the floor. Bounce pass for Josh Alley, who hits it for 3. 61-45. Nice shot for Josh along the baseline. Right side of the basket. Shot for Corvallis. No good. Marion Clark. They'll make it Miles. Austin Miles gets the rebound. Sterling Miles, and he is fouled, trying to put it back, and he'll go to the line for 2. 61-45. The Warriors have actually outscored Corvallis in this quarter, as they were down by 22 to start the quarter. Corvallis, now, it looked like that one was going down for Sterling Miles, comes back out. Enjoy your favorite delectable candies from Victorian Chocolate Company. Pick them up at the Bright Purple Building near Ralston Park. Order them online at victorian-chocolate.com. Second free throw is no good. And there for the rebound is Josh Alley. All the way to the other end of the floor. We'll hand it to Kevin Denny. Denny starts the drive into the paint. Puts a shot up and won't go. Nice shot, but couldn't get it to roll. Romeo gets the rebound. Tyler puts it back. Score is counted, and he's fouled. We are near Valentine's Day, awfully close. Victorian-chocolate.com is the online site for Victorian Chocolate Company. And a reminder, learn how archery is a family sport at the Archery Hut in Lebanon. You'll find them just past the Moose Lodge on Crowfoot Road. Lessons available from a man who is truly a master archer, John Stone, at the Archery Hut. Shot no good for the Warriors. 52 seconds left. Cole Garrett will bring it up for it. Guarded by Chad Nissen. Stays right with it. Dishes it off down low for Robertson. See, the young man's first name, Lake Robertson. Cole Garrett pulls up for two, and he's got it right near the free throw line, left side of the free throw line. They do a nice job on the move on those jump shots. Several players from Corvallis able to hit those shots tonight. 63-47. Kevin Denny dishes it back outside. Chad Benson will try for three. No good. Rebound pushed back by Josh Ellie. Nice tip. Couldn't get it to go, but then the rebound comes to Tyler Romeo, who puts it up and in. The other way, J.D. Laswell with a shot, but it's no good. And the rebound into the hands of Skylar Garber. 6 seconds to go. Who will take a final shot? Better do something. Josh Ellie bounced pass. Only 1 second, and they realize they won't bother. I don't know if they initially realized or just thought there's no need to take the final shot. The Warriors just run the clock, and Corvallis gets the 63-49 victory here tonight. Corvallis wins it. Their record goes to 3-0 in the league, but they have yet to beat one of the teams that will be the first division team that figures to be Silverton and West Albany, certainly. Then it remains to be seen who might fit into that first division. It appears Corvallis will, and maybe Crescent Valley. They go to 3-0 in the season. The Warriors 0-3 in the league. They drop games to Dallas, West Albany, and tonight 63-49 to Corvallis. We'll be back to wrap things up tonight from Corvallis High School in a bit.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
Has your stove lost its heat? Is your fridge or freezer no longer cold? Does your washer leave soap in your clothes, or has your dryer stopped tumbling? Then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 259-1131, of course. Like New Appliance, where every appliance shines like new.
Lynn Lanes in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
Good family fun. Bowling.
Open every day and until 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights. Ballistic bowling starts at 10 on Saturday nights.
Stop by Lynn Lanes in Lebanon.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda Superstore.
1580 KGAL.
Okay. Just take a longer break. We may be back. We are. I can hear that. Sorry, it's impossible to monitor the station. It's impossible to hear when the band strikes up tonight. Said a couple of times. We sit near the band several times. They can be loud, but I am right next to that band tonight, and when they're playing, it's definitely here at Corvallis High School. Corvallis showed the times in which they looked really good tonight, 63-49. They were not as good or as consistent, and you wouldn't expect that. It's the last couple of years when they won state championships. But I think they have done a nice job of rebounding, adding several players to their starting lineup. They lost a host of them from last year. Although they are senior-laden again in their starting lineup, people who saw some action with those championship teams, but not a lot of time, now on the floor, and the addition of Marion Clark. The young man from Southern California, I told the story, Bob Holt, their athletic director, told me before the game, lived in a very tough neighborhood of Southern California. And his brothers, who are up here in Corvallis, his older brothers, one who works with the farm home and another who works with the Boys and Girls Club, were very concerned about the younger brother being in that difficult neighborhood in Southern California. They got a special sanction from the OSAA. Normally, you have to be living with your parents in the district to qualify to play. But the young man, Marion Clark's parents, are still down in Southern California, but marrying here with his brothers. The OSAA understood that it was a necessity, and Marion Clark playing for Corvallis is very good. He didn't have to dominate tonight. When he had the ball, you can see the talent that young man has, and certainly it makes them look like a first division team. How they will fare against very good teams like West Albany and Silverton. Possible that they could do well, but they would need to be more consistent than tonight. But they pull away at the end for a comfortable win, 63-49 over the Warriors tonight. We still need some timeouts. We'll come back and wrap things up soon this evening from Corvallis High School on KGAL Radio.
Need extra money? H&R Block offers the Emerald Advance, a line of credit up to $1,000 that you can start using today. No W-2 required. Stop by a participating office to apply or call 1-800-HR-BLOCK to learn more. H&R Block Emerald Advance, line of credit offered through H&R Block Bank. Member FDIC, participating offices subject to credit approval. Please apply. See HRBlock/Emerald Advance for details. 2012 HRB Tax Group Incorporated offered January 15, 2013. OVTP B1550.
Hi, this is Serena at your neighborhood H&R Block in Albany, Lebanon, Corvallis. Call us today at 541-928-6432 and see what it means to never settle for less when it comes to your taxes.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
Benton Tractor, we're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E Tangent.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank, service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch and dinner, takeout, and catering too. Here's Bob.
Come down and visit us and try some of our hand-tossed pizzas, my friends. That's right, hand-tossed.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, in the heart of Lebanon on Oak, between Main and 2nd.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV in Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
Your Mid-Valley home of the Lebanon Warriors. News Talk 1580, KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Final score tonight from Corvallis High School is 63-49. Corvallis wins 3-0 in the season. Warriors 0-3. Corvallis now 8-4 on the year, but as I've mentioned several times, 3 of those losses were by 2 points to Salem schools and also Canby. I think it was South and West. They lost by 2 points. They also lost to Canby by 2. So they are now 8-4. They could easily be 11-1 on the year. Certainly not as good as the state championship team in the last 2 years, but still a very well-coached, very disciplined team and a tough team to deal with. They win tonight. The loss could have been much bigger than 14 points. They had a 22-point lead in that final quarter. Warriors put out a little flourish at the end as both teams emptied their benches. Corvallis eventually winning it by 14. A reminder from Lynn Benton Community College. Think about signing up for a school at Lynn Benton. It is the good way to go. You needn't be broke when you finish college. You can save a bundle on tuition, travel, and housing, and prepare for virtually any career you might choose. Get started, get finished at Lynn Benton Community College, conveniently located. Campuses in Albany, in Corvallis, Sweet Home, and, of course, right there in Lebanon as well, LBCC. Well, we have a Research Manicus Player of the Night to pick tonight, and it's tough in a game in which the Warriors again trailed big time. They put on a good push. They were down by 15 at the half, and they scored the first 6 points of the third quarter, 8 of the first 10 to move within 9 points in the game, get it under double digits. Would not have thought they were going to do it again tonight, but they did. They were within 9, and Isaac Johnson had 6 of those 8 points. That was really one of the true sparks of the night. Isaac Johnson, I would mention, is one of our Research Manicus Players of the evening. He was rather quiet beyond that, but he had several nice assists again tonight. You must come out if you're a Warrior fan and see him. He is just a freshman. He is going to be a terrific player. He obviously has great talent. It's tough for a freshman to dominate the floor, which I think he probably could do. But you see his greatest talent right now, rather than in scoring, is in the manner of assists that he produces during the game. Some beautiful flashes of basketball in which you will think that he's driving into trouble and will find an open man, maybe a no-look pass, bounce pass. He really is very clever. Too many times this year, his teammates have not been aware of the fact that he is such a good ball handler and great on delivering the ball, and they have simply not been ready to catch the ball. But in time, I'm sure they will get more adjusted to the fact that Isaac really can move that basketball around, and his assist will count for more baskets for the Warriors. Too many times the ball is either dropped or the shot is missed, but he is an excellent ball handler and really provided the spark in that third quarter. So he would be one of the players of the game. I would also mention Jake McConnell, who has terrific speed to the basket. He did it several times tonight. He will get that great first jump, and it is hard to believe that he gets to the basket that quickly without traveling. You want to go back in your mind and to review his move and to think, did he take too many? Did he move without putting the ball on the floor again, taking too many steps? He has a really good, quick fake and a great move to the basket that he showed several times. And the key for him tonight was he played very hounding defense against Mather and Langley, who was the point guard for Corvallis. He did a good job of making it tough for Matherin to deliver the ball, getting to Matherin when he had an opening, and keeping any points that he might score down. I'm sure his point level tonight, his point total, was very low. Particularly a great defensive play by McConnell this evening, but also some really bright, brilliant basketball moves to the basket. And I would name him as the other Research Mannequin player of the game. Research Mannequins with the Sale and Research from right there in Lebanon. Our next game, Saturday. Yes, Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. The reason is it's against Crescent Valley. Initially, Crescent Valley had scheduled multiple games for their gym over there on Friday. The girls were going to play, and the boys were going to play there. But a couple of years ago, one of the bleacher men that came to town and declared that the bleachers were unfit at their football field. That forced them to go elsewhere to play for a while. Now they have rebuilt their bleachers over there at Crescent Valley. They have nice, sparkling new ones. Well, that same bleacher judge came to town and judged the bleachers unfit in their gymnasium. So now they have had to bring in temporary bleachers. I find that hard to believe. We've been there for several years. We don't sit in the bleachers. We sit at a table at one end of the court. We've been in the bleachers, never appeared to be old or rickety, but somebody who supposedly knows better said they were unfit. And as a result, they only have the one gym. They just have a couple of temporary bleachers in the one gym. They couldn't have the multiple games they wanted. As I understand it, the girls will meet on Friday night, and then the boys are forced to play 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon at Crescent Valley High School. That game will be on 920 KGAL because the Ducks will be playing basketball at that time. They will be playing against UCLA, a key game for them. The Ducks starting 3-0 in the Pac-12. 2 road games, USC tomorrow night, which we will have on the air at KGAL, and UCLA on Saturday. That Duck game, UCLA, will be on KGAL Saturday afternoon, and as a result, on KGAL, 920 KGAL, that will be the spot for the airing of the Lebanon Crescent Valley game Saturday. So I'll see you then from KGAL Radio. See you tomorrow morning, I hope, for the morning update between 5:30 and 9. Join Mark Burkhoven and me during that time each Monday through Friday, if you will. Thank you, Carissa Adams, back at the station. Always a nice job there. A good effort by the Warriors at times tonight, but times just mystifyingly good runs by Corvallis. Put the game out of reach earlier. The Warriors, a valiant effort at the end, falls short by 14. Final score, Corvallis 63, Lebanon 49.
Thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast of Lebanon High School Sports on 1580 KGAL. Warriors basketball has been brought to you by Economy Supply Building Center, Mama's Fine Italian, City and Suburban Electric, Lassen RV, Doug Phillips of Edward Jones, Power Honda, Ixtapa Mexican Restaurant, Linco Federal Credit Union, Burgerville, Crabtree Automotive, Walmart, Lynn Lanes, Willamette Community Bank, Les Schwab Tires of Lebanon, Bing's Kitchen, Like New Appliance, Lynn Benton Tractor, and by Wilson Motors. Listen throughout the season for more exciting Warriors basketball action. This broadcast is exclusive property of Eads Broadcasting, News Talk 1580 KGAL, and Radio Scott Productions. U.S. copyright law protects this broadcast. Duplication or rebroadcast of any portion of this program is strictly prohibited without prior written consent. We now join our regular programming.
The Car Show, Saturday afternoons on News Talk 1580 KGAL.